Golly, man. Hey, oh, hold up. Hey, man, welcome to the channel today. I'm about to check out Jobbers and Goons, and he's about to essentially debunk Superman versus Goku. Where is this gonna go? I don't know. Well, my theory is, bro's gonna be on some um the fight was over before it even started, or it should have been. It should have been a second, yada yada. This is the third. And if that's the case, I can get that because, but Death Battle trying to make it a whole epic battle, yada yada. But then at least Superman did admit to holding back at the time. Maybe he might touch on Dragon Ball as well, scaling wise. I don't know. Maybe I'm not saying he should address the whole superhero ish because a lot of people were like they barely use scaling from superhero. Why was it not Zeno? Zeno Goku, etc., etc. I feel like they're saving Zeno Goku for like next year or something. It's just like essentially Superman's gonna probably run the fade and like essentially run a gauntlet with every version of Goku, which is it's gonna be kind of wild. And then they're gonna do fusion Goku, what Zeno Vegito, what's his name? Zeno Vegito Gogeta, whatever the f. I don't know. They're just gonna find a way to market on that, which is the game's the game. But yeah, man, let's see how on earth Superman should have wiped Goku much faster, much quicker, or why Goku put up a good fight, or why he stood a chance, etc. One of those. But I don't know. But yeah, with that said, let's just hop into it and let's see how much more depressed I can get about the whole situation.
All right, so this debunk was initially going to feature Chuck, but me and Chuck have been kind of having issues getting and call at the same time. Both of us are busy, so I'm gonna knock this out right away because I'm trying to post it in a reasonable amount of time. Now, there's several things to unpack from here. First of all, smash the like button, run it up if you guys enjoy my debunks, enjoy me
I
talking about
don't.
content like this. Definitely show love. We're on the road to 30K, and I want to start this debunk off by saying no ill intentions, ill will towards Death Battle Screw Attack. People have been saying that like I'm a really negative YouTuber. I will say I was ratchet as shit back in the day. I used to come at people like crazy. I don't do that anymore because it's lame as hell. I was
Okay.
lame as hell for that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do
Bro
my
got
best
character
not to come for
development.
people unless they come for me, because if you come for me, you might get cooked. But regardless, getting
Alright.
into this, there's a lot of things about this death battle I liked and didn't like. Let's get the positive out the way. One, the embracing of higher metas. For years, we've been on Death Battle's ass for their old school, crappy mathematics and trying to calc stuff incorrectly. For example, certain feats from Goku and Superman can't be calced by calling it
Yeah.
MFTL. It can't
Yeah.
be calced by just
Yeah.
calling it galaxy busting. They go beyond that. They go well beyond that. So seeing them embrace different levels of metas and different levels of scaling,
Yeah.
like a
They even
measurable
like
speed, and to hear them actually say that
yeah,
is pretty.
like I'm sorry, but they were on some like they were actually like I'm not saying, but they were actually like using power scaling terms. Like I heard one stick, I was like immeasurable because for once it's like okay, they're not gonna like force the situation, like force the whole thing. Like you cannot calculate every single feat or aspect of, especially when it comes to these characters. So it's just like how? What are you doing? Where you get these numbers essentially?
Cool. Seeing that growth is awesome. I don't know if they watch my videos. I don't know whose videos they watch. If they watch my videos, cool. Shout out to y'all. If you want me to come do y'all's research video, I will destroy all of your researchers. I'm better than all your researchers.
Hi,
Let the
damn.
boy come through. I'm ready for it. But another good thing
Relax,
about it,
bro.
obviously, Death Battle has elite editing. Like their video editing, their presentation style, it's as good as it gets. You can't if you hate on that, you're whack. Like
Yeah, bro,
they
that
they are
animation was like actually pretty solid.
genuinely balanced at presenting stuff. On top of this, the animation was
Yeah,
dope. It was a dope
it was actually
animation,
really
well
good.
put together. Per usual, all their Goku Superman battles have been really well edited, and this was no exception. The fight was good, choreography was solid. I enjoyed it. Now, into the things that I consider debunkable, and let's preface with this. Just because you get the outcome correctly does not mean the way you reach that conclusion is correct. Let me give you an example. If I say George Washington was an American president, cool, dope conclusion, logical. But if my reasoning for him being an American president was he's a black lesbian, that's a little crazy, right? You're gonna be like, yo, doesn't make any damn sense.
Hold up, bro. Wait, bro, how the fucking me? I thought he was gonna be on some George Washington versus like Mike Tyson, where Mike Tyson would realistically speed blitz, but bro, what is
Dope conclusion, logical.
Nah, that's wild, bro.
But if my reasoning for him being an American president was he's a black lesbian, that's a little crazy, right? You're gonna be like, yo, doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah.
So you have to be correct in the way. It's like showing your work when you were in math class. Hated doing that shit, but show your work. How did you arrive at that conclusion? Did you get lucky or did you get it right? And those are two different things. For one, I think they hold Goku. I'll just let y'all know that right now. You can't say you're compositing both and essentially only pull up with super levels of shit.
That's what I'm saying. They said they're gonna use all of these fucking references from video games to other franchises, but they barely did. They just said F Super, F the games, just F every other source, and it was just crazy. I'm not saying that Goku would have won, or I'm not saying that outcome would have changed or would have lost it. I'm just saying he got hold, he got finesse. I made my case on that.
Like they didn't talk about much with Heroes or his other feats outside of Heroes. And when you're saying you're compositing both,
Bro.
I would have also thrown Jump Force in there. But I guess that's me nitpicking. But Heroes was very underutilized in this. It was weirdly utilized, cosmology-wise. They didn't really talk about Heroes. And I know someone's going to comment and say, oh, well, they had those little black boxes in the corner. Okay, that's not presenting it, though. That's just putting a note in the corner. I'm asking you in your breakdown to speak on it and talk about why it's not enough. If that's not addressed and instead you have a little footnote in the top corner, no, that's not good. Like they gave him a measurable speed, but they seem to be lowballing him to like uni plus.
Bro.
When in Heroes he deals with crazy shit, right?
Bro.
At least infinite timeline busters, higher dimensionality is being exercised.
The only thing I can remember is them referencing what he was faster than Shorty who could see the future essentially. Like I feel like that was the one or like two or the second thing that they mentioned about it, and then they just left it at that.
Crazy stuff for Heroes. In fact, if you guys run the likes up and comment, I will do a Heroes Goku scaling video because I don't like how they presented this Goku. It felt like it wasn't any different than their last presentation on Goku, who was just
super. It was just super.
And that's a problem. Like if you're gonna do this rematch and say you're compositing both, you gotta do a better job. Another thing that's stupid, holding on to the calcs. Geez, let it go. Let it go. When I saw them talking about Goku dodging lightning and how fast that is, when I saw them talking about the size of just one universe and like crossing a universe, that's irrelevant. That is irrelevant shit. These characters go beyond that. And let's get into the breakdown. Strength-wise, I agree. Superman should stomp.
Yeah,
by the same
I can't even deny that though.
Literally the same logic they're using. Superman should also be faster than Goku, not tied with him. Why is that? Well, when you put in that little corner that the DC cosmology and how Superman has transcended and gone beyond.
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that, I was a little iffy about it. I ain't say much, but it was just a little interesting that Goku was tied. I'm sure, yes, you could make a case or try to make a case with the instant transmission, sure, but like if we're talking just consistent speeds, it's just it's just it's interesting. I would say
most of the things in the cosmology and how that basically infinitely transcends even the Heroes cosmology. Again, they didn't talk about it. They put it in a black box in the corner. If he transcends that much, if the cosmology is that crazier and he's past the levels way beyond that, he would have a higher tier of speed than Goku just by the logic following what you did for AP. So that there is them trying to appease people, even though again they didn't really present it properly anyway. So like that appeasement's not gonna work for Goku fans. We're gonna feel like, yo, you just robbed us. Like you told us you were gonna present all this new stuff on Goku. You much got nothing.
You didn't even present all
nothing
the,
out of it. Like nothing changed. So that's an issue there. Skill wise, crazy. You say you're using Infinite Frontier and Composite. This is a man that's learned all the shit from Batman. This is the man that learned all the DC fighting styles that come with Warworld. Warworld that has been across the universe and has captured essentially every race, every fighter in existence, thus all styles are there. and Superman learned all the styles of Warworld, trained with Wonder Woman. You say Goku's more skilled than Wonder Woman, I will fight you.
Okay, you see, I was ready to like low key, make a somewhat of a weak case for Goku of why he should have skill, and then as soon as I heard that he has, I was not made aware of this. I mean, of course, Death Battle, I guess they didn't address that, so I wouldn't have known about that. But Superman got all of that XP, no, not experience, but like gathered all that, well, skill throughout his experience, and that's kind of okay. I was not made
That's
aware
a crazy
of
statement. Don't
this.
come for my girl like that. So, since say Goku's more skilled, I disagree with that as well. I felt like at this point, they were just trying to seem like they're not doing the same thing as the first two videos, that they're just going all in on Superman. But that's what they did. And the way they presented Superman stuff, it was wrong. He's a lot stronger than what they said. They also used a key word. This is important. They said we're taking them both at their strongest.
Hmm.
I definitely don't feel like they used peak Goku. I really don't. He's at least multi plus to hyper, especially using the games and heroes and all that. Superman, obviously outer. Obviously, if you're using peak Superman, his best feats, he has outer level powers. Like, that's just what it is. It's nothing you can do about it. It's blatantly stated. So, for them to use higher metas, right? Like a measurable, for them to use a case like that, but then to circle back and not properly demonstrate the power or speed of both, or why Superman's superior in speed, and instead they just want to tie it up, that made no sense to me. I was like, dude, you're just at this point you're trying to dip in both bowls with the fan bases, and it's not going to work because
Yeah, it's
Goku
just you
fans are
gotta
going to
be
sleep through that
honest
shit.
with it,
People
unfortunately.
think I'm a Goku hater. I'm
Are
not.
you?
Okay,
Oh,
his
okay.
fan base can be ridiculous. Like, the fan bases be coming at me crazy sometimes. I've had doxing incidents, I've had server raids. They're a wild bunch. Probably the worst fan base I've dealt with.
Okay, you know what's crazy about that when he says that? Sure, earlier on, like I would disagree with him, but then again, it's all down to personal experience. But then, me personally, y'all know I'm a Dragon Ball fan, but the fan base that has angered me the most, I'm not gonna lie, it is Dragon Ball fans, more than One Piece fans, unfortunately. It's just I don't know, man. Them niggas just fucking piss me off. It's just, and it's not even like, the whole thing about these niggas didn't watch the anime or these niggas can't read. At first I was like, okay, whatever, man. These niggas cracking jokes about the fan base, and it turns out a lot of these niggas ain't really watched this shit, bro. And it's just like you telling me this nigga said this, he said that the third, and for some reason you think that it's still stronger than that nigga. Y'all know who I'm talking about when I say that. I'm sure a lot of y'all, some not a lot of y'all, but some of y'all would know what I mean, what I'm referencing when I say that. But whatever, it's whatever, man.
But of course, that's just speaking to the crazy power scaling aspect of Dragon Ball. Again, that's a portion of them. That's not all of them, but unfortunately, they're the loudest and the most active in the community.
Mm.
So you see them first. But in terms of how they arrived at their conclusions, wasn't a big fan. Don't feel like they actually hammered down how strong Superman is. Don't feel like they properly calced Goku at all. Like, Goku can still get stomped in this matchup, and you give him his proper due. Like, I've given Goku his due at his strongest forms, and it's even if it's not enough, you're properly evaluating how strong he is. So to me, I actually understand why Goku fans are so upset about this. I had said in my preview video, this is probably just a revisiting. It makes money. Christmas is coming up. We got to get to the bag. I'm gonna make some money off this video.
All
It's a
right.
it's a
Yeah,
topic
game's
that's
the game.
timeless. It's a
Game's the
topic
game.
that's gonna generate views. But if you're gonna present it like you're compositing both, and you're gonna present it like never before, I expect you to follow through on that. I already expected fire animation. I
Yep.
already expected fire presentation editing. But you got to come with something crazy on the research side. Just saying, oh, they used a measurable, that doesn't cut it. That doesn't excuse anything else. They have to be more solid about it. The analysis on AP, speed, skill could have been way better, and it was not. A lot of their stuff almost contradicts talking about how Superman has fought for thousands of years, has fought the most skilled fighters ever, and characters that are more skilled than Goku, but He's not more skilled. What are we doing? Like, that's kind of crazy, right? So they managed to somehow mess up both Goku and Superman scaling. In my opinion, they did Goku way dirtier. That doesn't mean I think Goku wins. I do think the outcome was correct, but everything leading up to it, I wasn't
Let's
feeling. This
just
is actually probably in a while a battle from Death Battle that I was actually not happy with. I don't really watch them. When y'all request debunks, I'll go watch if it gets heavy enough requests. But this one, it's like, man, y'all had the chance to do something crazy and you didn't. You kind of just presented your old stuff. You introduced the word immeasurable. Cool. Like you
that's just
finally
yeah,
used it.
that's just
But
me.
everything else, it's just got to be better. But in the end, all love to Death Battle. I hope they continue to run it up. Definitely no ill will towards them. I just disagreed with the research aspect for the most part. And I hope you guys enjoyed this debunk. Let me know what you thought of the battle in the comment section down below. Did you agree with them? Did you agree with the stats they gave and such? Definitely let me know. But, anyways, it's been your boy, Jobbers and Goose, and I will see y'all later. Peace.
Alright, and yeah, but I've made my points and my case on that issue. I even like put up a poll and everything on some would. Would that have an effect? Or like if they used more hero scaling, would it change anything? Some, hold on, let me check it actually. But a lot of I feel like a couple people like said it would make a difference, but it's like I would just say it would tip the difficulty. It would just make the difficulty maybe a bit higher or slightly higher or like higher for Superman, but I'm not sure if Goku would still win. I'm just basing it off all the feats and everything I've been given. It's like I'm not like gonna be like the Uncle Tom. Oh yeah, 63% said yeah. I'm not gonna be like the Uncle Tom of like Dragon Ball. I'm just pointing out everything I know and have seen and all the feats I've been given on both ends. Yes, I haven't watched superhero like as much as the most per that like the, bro, the shit goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I saw like everyone had Ultra Instinct, not everybody, but once that kid had it, I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? So it's like it's hard for me to like enjoy it, but like it's just free, it's just fun, it's just a whole lot of fan service, but whatever. Essentially, like it's just based off like everything I heard, know and have been given the high tier scaling, high end scaling of Goku. It's just interesting that a lot of it was like left out. So and right now the whole skill aspect of Superman. Yes, I'm not gonna lie, I did get into it thinking I'm not saying Superman's a brawler. I knew he used some forms of martial arts, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like yeah. And I knew I was just saying in terms of hand to hand at the time I did believe that well Goku was just better at that, and then now hearing that he has essentially learned from multiple species, race, this, that, the third, all of these techniques and this, yeah, it's like okay, yeah, I can give him skill at this point. He didn't touch an experience because we don't have to touch an experience. In terms of speed, it's iffy. No, it's not iffy. Yes, in terms of just consistent speeds, fair enough. But a lot of people make that's just it. It's just for instant transmission. Try to make a case for that. I'm just like, bro, the battle happened. The battle was good. A lot of times, a lot of niggas got hold. Well, especially Goku got hold yet again. Not saying would have won. It would have made a difference. All I'm saying is, where was what is it called again? Super Saiyan Blue Universal Tree transformation thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That Universal Tree, Super Saiyan Blue Universal Tree. That is because they're gonna use them at their strongest, and that is still Super Goku, but in superhero. So you could have used CC Goku. And all right, man, I've said my case. I've said what I needed to be said, man. That's just me. So, but yeah, if y'all want me to check out more ish from bro, let me know, and I'm gonna do so. But for now, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. So see ya.